Hey guys, welcome to the studio today. We have Brandy Bell Robinson and Kelly Bills from the Arm Wrestling Network. Welcome to the studio, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. So, Brandy and I, just to give the audience a little context, Brandy and I go back to 1999. We started in the mental health field together and continued and maintained a friendship beyond the years due to social media.
Yes. Thank goodness for social media.
Yes, good old Facebook. Are you on Instagram also?
Yes, I don't use it very much though, but
Okay.
I'm on there.
I thought so. And then Kelly and I know each other through your business, Marketplace Pet Supplies, which is where I get all my Great Danes food. And your husband is your co-owner.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. We bought it about 6 years ago, but he's worked there since high school. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. You guys are both into like kind of the fitness working out industry.
yeah, he's always been real big into working out. I probably a couple years ago got into it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you guys all found your way into the Arm Wrestling Network. I know we were talking off camera. I know Brandy's brother, JC. JC and I were talking. We've also known each other since 1999. And we all got our start in the mental health field together as direct support professionals. We were all working entry level with a group of schizophrenic men. And our main purpose serving those men were to help keep them safe. And they were all integrated into the community by us as they transitioned through actually from the institutions that were being closed down. So our main job was to integrate them into a residential home within the community and feel safe. So
Absolutely.
all three of those men, I'm sure you remember, because we both worked there for
Yes.
so long with those specific men. We were young. So I was just 18, 19 years old starting out, and you were as well. We were somewhere around the same age. And all those men were much older than us. They'd all experienced next level abuse in the institutions where they were beaten on a regular basis and had all their rights stripped from them. They all experienced schizophrenia and trauma. And so we had our work cut out for us.
Yes, we did.
So, we just wanted to make them feel safe and valued. And that's pretty much how I connected. We all worked in the same house. So I got to work with you and your brother, JC. We became close, and that became like a close-knit family. That was one of my favorite working experiences and one of the best times of my life because we were doing such cool stuff, like in just learning about the mental health field. And we actually got our training at CVC, which was where the institution was. But after they shut it down, they turned that into a training facility. And then, like I said, everybody transitioned from the institutions into the community. So, I stayed within the mental health network for obviously the next 27 years, and I'm still in it. But Brandy, you've gone on to do different things and experience motherhood, and which your daughter's beautiful. I know, and your daughter's involved in dance, isn't that right?
She was in cheer.
Cheer,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I know she's pretty talented, and gosh, doesn't she have her driver's license now?
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Oh, yeah.
That's just freaky at this point.
I know.
Aren't we
It's
still
making me feel
18?
old.
Well, you're timeless and you
Right.
haven't aged at all. So just to let the audience know, Brandy looked exactly the same back then.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, how can my daughter be that old when I'm still that?
exactly. I love it. So now you guys all found you, Brandy, anyway, specifically found your way into the Arm Wrestling Network via JC, your brother.
Yes.
And JC and I have talked and messaged over the years, and I know he found his way into the Arm Wrestling Network, just trying to find a way to use his time to the best of his advantage, while his wife is a talented musician and a singer who will
Rock star.
Yes, a little rock star. She'll be on the show hopefully soon. And while she's out performing and doing gigs and practicing with her band, JC found himself with idle time and then was looking for things to do just to keep himself in shape, tip top, mental health, all those things. It all ties up, and got himself into the Arm Wrestling Network. So then enter Brandy. Yep. So talk a little bit about your journey into the network.
Okay, so when my brother started, he pretty much sent like a group message to a bunch of us friends and was like, "Hey, I was thinking about starting an arm wrestling club. Would anybody be interested?" I'm like, "Well, I'm tiny and whatever, but I'll go hang out with my brother." And I ended up loving it, like right away. Absolutely loved it. There was only 5 of us to begin with, and within like a month or so, we met the actual arm wrestling community.
Yeah.
And my brother has a pole barn, and he like set it up and
Built his own table too.
yeah,
didn't he?
built his own table right from the beginning, and now we got lots of tables in there and huge practices, and I really liked it because it gave me like the motivation to be in shape and be healthier and
Yeah.
strong, and I don't know, and I love the people in it. They're amazing.
And you love community. So I know, like, working with you and your brother, you guys had, I know, like, your work ethic, because I worked so closely with you at a young age. We all had the same work ethic. Like, we get stuff done. And you guys had, a great upbringing. And I know you guys had a great dad. And, like, you guys, pretty much had a good sense of the direction you were going and how to, navigate through life with a moral compass.
Yeah,
So I
not
always
afraid to get our hands dirty.
exactly. I
put the
appreciate
work
that
in.
about both of you guys, and I'm not surprised that JC was the trailblazer for that,
Absolutely.
because he's a great leader
He
and he knows how to
is.
lead for his family and his community and his arm wrestling network. I think that's fantastic. And I didn't realize that all the footage that I watch is in that pole barn, that he built that pole barn, because he can pretty much build anything.
Yes. Yep. He really he's one of those people that anything he wants to do, he does it, and he does a great job.
Yep.
I did hair for 10 years, and I swear he could have like a month of training and probably do 10 times better hair than me. Like,
I love it.
Makes
And
me
now I have a
I'm not
visual.
letting Jerry cut my hair.
That's
he'd
awesome.
probably do a really good job.
He does excel. So like
he
I
really does.
always appreciated that about him, and we've managed to maintain a friendship. And I know he's got his own business too. So he's a self-starter, and he started his own construction business. He's a GC. The general contractor
Oh,
basically
yeah.
does it all.
Yes.
And so I know he's got a great team, and he's someone that I definitely put my name on as a recommendation, because he's honest and he does good work.
very
So, and I know that he expects the same of anybody on his team. So that's great. And so he's pretty much the trailblazer within the local community getting into the arm wrestling network, because that's a huge network.
Right.
But now he's going off to Greece.
Yes, he's made lots of connections and met a lot of people, and
Yeah.
he's going to Greece. It's really exciting.
It's amazing. So now you guys are all doing great things in the network. You guys have all won awards. I love watching it. So you've both highlighted some of the trophies that you've received.
This is one of mine.
Nice.
I
What
should
does
have brought
that
one of
say?
mine.
What does that say?
From the Reno bar. This was my first place. This was my first tournament.
But
We both pulled
Oh,
it.
that's
yeah.
awesome that you brought that.
The No Wimps tournament. This was my first place cup.
The No Wimps tournament, the first place cup. I love it. So that's amazing. What was the first award you won? The first trophy?
It was a cup as well.
I think so,
and
yeah.
It was at my second tournament. I didn't place at the first one.
Our
Okay.
first one was states, the big state tournament. She just showed up.
Wow. That you even showed up, though. That says
I'm
a
like, I
lot.
didn't place. Everybody beat me real quick.
Yeah. But then you went on to take it out, though.
I was like, okay, I don't like losing like that. I'm okay with losing, but I don't want to lose every time.
Yeah, right.
A little fire under me. And I
Yeah.
worked hard to, practice and get a lot stronger. And
She
still
has.
am.
She's always getting stronger.
Like, I got to fight hard.
yeah.
I'm tiny.
Now I
know,
have to
poor
ask,
Brandy.
like, what's the network like? Because I know there's the men's network and then the female network. How is that as far as like competition? People getting along? Is it dirty? Is it greasy?
Oh, not at all.
No.
Really. Like, we all really like each other. I mean, there's
Perfect.
definitely, there'll be
Healthy
a match
competition.
set up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there'll be a little bit of trash talk for
Yeah.
fun, but it's
Yeah.
just like to hype it up,
I love it. That's how the studio is.
We're all super competitive.
Yeah.
Right. But in a healthy way. Like, no one wants to see anybody hurt. I know
No, of
that's in anything you do, like I train jujitsu and do different things like that, and everybody's pretty much just helping each other along because one little injury can be like a 6-month setback. I know Darren, your husband, just tore his left bicep.
It's his right bicep.
His right bicep.
Yep, the tendon snapped and rolled right up.
Oh man, I mean, and how long is he out?
Months.
Yeah, it's months.
Yeah, he just got his stitches out, and now he starts PT next week.
Okay, I was gonna recommend it. I might have messaged him BPC 157. I know I've mentioned it to you.
I looked it up. Yeah.
I use BPC 157. I've been taking it for years. So
The injectable.
yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
Yep. And so I snapped a tendon in my finger. It was just hanging. Like those things happen. But like when you do the smallest thing in a sport like that, will take you right out and set you back. So you got to participate in the preventative maintenance. You know, what are some of the things you guys do to kind of just stay mentally fit and physically fit to gear up for your competitions?
You want to go?
Yeah. So, well, you have to lift. You have to be strong first. So you have lifting, but then you have practice, and you can't really lift hard when you're practicing. So it's kind of a give and a take.
Yeah. But I mean, so you don't want to overtrain. You don't want to undertrain.
It's hard to balance it.
Yeah.
It really is.
Keep a healthy mindset. Plus, you know, you guys spend a lot of time and energy within that community, which I think is amazing. And then you guys run your families on top of it. So, and I know like your daughter was involved in cheer. That's a big deal. You know, we have a dance studio here in the back of my studio. And I know all those competitions, you know, that's a lot of work, a lot of energy. So just balancing your marriage, your kids,
Right.
your career.
We both
and
homeschool our kids.
Yes, we both homeschool.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that going? Is that good?
Great.
Good? Awesome. I've heard pluses and minuses in different scenarios, but I think that's great. Well, wow. How do you guys do it all? Tell me some of your mental health strategies
Like
that
you
help
just have to.
that help you keep it together, you know?
I just try not to stress about anything.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It'll get done.
Right, you can only do so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
and just keep moving forward.
Hey, I
agree.
say the same thing. Do you get into any of the biohacks like ice cold plunge or any of that stuff?
Not so much, but I like Joe Rogan talks about it all the time and all the benefits. And
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I just
Right, when my arms hurt, I'll
Yeah.
put in ice.
Yeah, no, that's
I will
awesome.
go straight into ice
I have a
water
little
bath
mini
and-
cold plunge, so I'm gonna have to have you guys over because I know we were gonna do a photo shoot initially prior to this podcast, but we had some setbacks and we weren't able to pull that off. I was gonna have my martial arts photographer, Stace Sanchez, come out and do some stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get that done, but I do have 2 mini cold plunge tubs at my place. So
That'd be
I
fun.
think you guys should do a cold plunge challenge.
When I hear me
Yes.
scream.
Yeah, yes. So I've done it before, and it's only a 3-minute max. But like,
Only,
it's a
that's-
great. Well, I mean, I know. I don't like the cold plunge.
Yeah.
So I prefer the cryotherapy. There's a cryo chamber, and I like that. And a lot of people that cold plunge don't like the cryo chamber. So
Oh,
it's
it's one or the
it's
other
whatever
usually.
whatever your
Experience.
preference is, but. The cold plunge, yeah, that takes some stamina and building up. I do it, but like I'm not to the point where I love it,
Yeah.
you know. So, but I think it's fun. I thought it was an interesting experience for the first time. I did better the first time than I did the second time, so that was interesting. Now I just have to condition myself to it, and I actually have a portable one. So I'm going to put myself through a challenge because usually if I don't like something, I make myself do it for like 30 days straight. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And now that I know that you two have never done it before, I'm gonna have you in the mix. So that'll be fun.
I tried in the shower doing the like cold water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind that. So I usually how I do a shower is I start out hot and then I end cold. I
Yeah.
just slowly transition the knob all the way over to cold.
Maybe I'll try it that.
Yeah, condition yourself, build up to the cold plunge, which is always nice. But so you guys are not only business owners and arm wrestling champions, but parents also, you and Darren. And what do you guys do with the kids as far as keeping them involved in the community in different sports? Like I know
they're all
Brandy-
part of it too. My girls are big into Irish dance.
Holy
and,
smokes.
And my son, well, I Irish dance
She
too.
does it too.
Yeah.
I was like,
You're
"Oh, what are
kidding
you so
me.
about?"
That's amazing.
They're awesome.
And then my son's big into wrestling.
Awesome. Do you guys ever you guys homeschool? I was going to say, because I know up in Goodrich they do. That's a big wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Community up that way.
He's at there's a place called Michigan Revolution that they do year round. So when the
Cool.
school only does a couple months, he can go all year.
So you guys are pretty big into. It's fair to say both families are big into structure because you cannot be doing all that stuff without a well-oiled machine. As far as the structured schedule goes, that's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I have to make sure that the first thing I do when I like wake up is do my workout and exercise, because if I don't, I'll think that I'll be able to do it later, but it's just so busy and so many things going on that
get it.
then it's like midnight and
Yes.
I'm like, okay, it's just not a great workout. You know? Like,
I love it. That's why I start. People ask me all the time why I start at 2 a.m. and I'm like, how would I get anything done? And I don't even have all that you guys have going on, like with the kids and balancing a family and all that stuff. But up until recently, I had 2 Great Danes. I'm just down to 1 right now. But even just keeping up with him, you know what I mean? God, I gotta get up at 2. Like I gotta get my workout in first thing. So, and I appreciate that you get up early too, because we message sometimes back and forth in the morning, and I know like, okay, it's
Right,
safe
you
to
can talk to
message
me
at this
early.
time, right? What time do you guys start?
We're later. We're like 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Okay,
but the whole
that's
family
still
goes.
early.
So
Right.
whenever everyone's ready to get going, we.
That's very early though. Just I'm crazy. That's why I do the 2
No,
a.m.
in the afternoon, like
Oh.
nighttime. We're
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Got it. Well, you guys run your business hours differently, so
Yeah.
everything's on a different schedule.
Yeah, we're at work normally in the morning, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say you must get up in the morning because I come there in the
yeah, we're
morning.
just not working out.
But you're okay. So you're talking about evening workouts are later in the evening, which
Yeah.
I can appreciate that too. It's just whatever works for you individually. I
Mm-hmm.
happen to be a morning person, and I know that like by the time I finish everything I have in the day, I don't want to work out in the
Mm-hmm.
evening. Sometimes it depends on what I've got going on. But sometimes I'm doing 2 or 3 a days, so I will catch an evening workout like before bed. But I try not to. Yeah,
I'm happy with my one.
just mini workouts or whatever works.
I actually, most of the time, mine's actually split. Like, I do my big workout in the morning,
Right.
and then I do other stuff in the evening. That's not usually so much like arm wrestling specific.
Right,
I'll
exactly.
work on like different areas that isn't part of like what I'm already doing.
Yeah, I like working on balance and stuff like that too, like jump rope and just different things for stamina. I'll mess with my mind and run backwards, train running backwards, just for a different perspective. You know
we
what
do
I
the
mean?
sled backwards.
Cool.
It's good
Yeah,
for
I,
me.
say,
Yeah.
I read some stuff about that recently, about the going backwards, how I'm like, I should probably try that.
Yeah, I go up to the football field, and I'll like do it on the track.
Yeah.
So that's a good safe space because there's nothing on the track. You don't have to worry about
True.
uneven
You
sidewalks
like
or anything like
sprinting
that.
backwards?
Not sprinting, but like I get a pretty good motion, and you can do high knees and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I do it like that, but it's also like 4 a.m, so no one can see me. You
Right,
know?
like, what is this guy doing?
But like I used to try to do it on the sidewalks while there was traffic, like passing by, and I'm like, the sidewalks are all uneven, and I'm like, I'm gonna bust my head open one day,
Right.
so I'm gonna knock that off. But so do you guys do on top of your workouts? Do you guys do any supplementation for like just anti-aging and just being fit?
You want to go?
Yeah, like vitamins. I don't,
Yeah, like vitamins and things like
yeah,
that.
just the
Like,
normal.
I take collagen and protein. I try to eat most of my protein, but I do supplement some of it. I have at least like 1 shake a day, or
Yeah.
and then creatine, and I take like
Yeah.
normal vitamins, like fish oil and vitamin C
Yeah.
and all that. but
Yeah.
that's about it.
That's good. You're on the right track. Everybody should be taking notes from Brandy at this point. Yes. How about you, Kelly?
Just the same. Creatine for sure.
Yeah.
I think I learned from her, so I will give her credit.
Well, that's cool. I like that network. I like, networks where people are actually pushing each other forward. I was kind of shocked when you guys said that it's a pretty positive community. I was thinking everybody has their positive, influences that they surround themselves with, but then you get into a network where people want to, get super competitive in a negative way. And that's great that it's not like
I mean,
that.
you really hardly see really much like that. I mean, everybody's really competitive,
Yeah.
but they're not nasty about
Yeah,
it.
that's
you know?
cool. I know you guys have. I know your brother was putting a YouTube channel together with some guys. They were doing some filming some content on there. So you guys are trying to really grow that network. I think that's cool, and I love that it's like international. Like I was so proud when he announced that he was competing in Greece. My studio is going to sponsor.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
sponsor.
cool.
Yeah,
He had to earn that spot too. He wasn't
right.
just
It's not just like I'm going or paying, buying a ticket. Like he earned it. That's amazing. Are you guys going to head out to Greece?
No.
No.
My sister is actually getting married during that time.
Okay.
So I'm flying out to Texas.
Got it.
And I've never flown before. So that'll be a first for me.
Yeah.
So,
Fly first class. Here's a tip.
but I end up usually we've always drove because our family's so big.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper to like drive than to fly
Right.
everybody. So I haven't flown. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, no, I'm not going to Greece. I mean, that would have been great to go watch and support.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I actually think I'm going to fly out to Greece with him in support.
Really?
Yeah, film for the studio.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we talked about it because, like I said, I've always appreciated his work ethic and like what a stand-up guy he is, and he's such a great leader and obviously a trailblazer in the arm wrestling network. And so I'd love to, support,
awesome.
sponsor all the things. I think it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think. How about Darren? Is he doing any of those competitions?
we
like
haven't
that?
done nationals.
No. Okay. Cool. Is that on the docket? You guys looking into
Next
that?
year we
Yeah,
might.
I was gonna say I want
Yeah.
to next year too. I want to go to nationals and go
pretty close.
compete with some tiny people from other countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor Brandy. She has to pull. She's so lightweight and has nobody at her weight to pull. But nationals kind of brings some of the smaller girls in.
Yeah. Well, you guys are both formidable opponents. I watch you guys on social media, and what was the last award you just won?
My big belt.
Yeah.
The big belt. Yeah, you had like the
Yeah.
WWE belt. That
Yeah.
was
But you
amazing.
got two of them.
Yeah,
Two
I've got
now?
right and left. Mhm.
That's awesome. So, how many people did you smoke in that competition?
We do round robins, and then
all of them.
Yeah.
Right. Wait,
you
what's
pull-
the like? How many people come through?
Well, for girls, it's probably 5, maybe.
I don't remember like, how many were there.
5 or 6. But guys get a lot in the round robins, and then once you get it, you have to defend it against.
So you
like
got to keep
one
that title,
person,
right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a turnstile door. The girls just come in through the turnstile door. Kelly smokes them. Boom. And
Yeah.
then on to the next. On to the next. Is that how it was for you too?
Oh
in
yeah.
yours?
Well, no.
We have to
Like,
pull each
yeah,
other,
yeah,
and I've got
yeah.
50 pounds on her.
Got it. You guys are not competing against each other, right? Because you're in different classes.
Well, we
No.
do. I mean,
practice.
technically
Yeah.
we do because I end up in. Depends on the turnout. A lot of times there won't be lightweight females for the division, so I'll end up pulling in the next class up.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're not technically really competing, but we do pull against each other sometimes at events.
Got it.
I mean, I'm just like, Kelly's there, and
Yeah.
she smashes my hand gently. She doesn't want to hurt me.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
women, it's up to 150 and then over 150. Where guys, they have every 20 pounds. There's enough. to-
Right. Because I would
have that
definitely
many
not
weight
want to go
classes.
up against Darren
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, or JC. It's like JC's arms are jacked. He's huge. Plus, I have tennis elbow right now. So.
We all do as arm wrestlers.
Oh my God, good. So, like, what do you guys do to not good? But I mean,
Yeah.
like, so finally, I have someone that can relate. Like, what are you guys doing to mitigate the tennis elbow?
A lot of blood flow, like bands,
Okay.
resistant bands. A lot of blood flow.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's debilitating. Like, even to go if you're like scooting through the drive-through to grab a coffee.
To stick your hand straight out.
Yeah. I'm like, I get my debit card out. I'm like, holy smokes.
Here, let me lean with it. I've already got little arms. I
Yes. Have you guys ever seen those copper sleeves? It's like
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I wear those like when I'm driving just to be able to flex my
seem
arm.
effective.
It seems effective, but I mean, like you definitely want it just to go away. Takes a long time.
I'm kind of lucky because my best buddy Morgan arm wrestles with us as well, and she's a massage therapist, and she is amazing.
Yeah.
So like here and there, I'll be like, "Fix me."
Yes. Yeah. Gosh,
Please.
I have a Thai lady, and I'm just like, hit the elbows
Do
today.
your thing.
Yes. So Kelly, what took you and Darren into starting up Marketplace Pet Supplies?
We didn't start it. We took over from the man that.
Previously owned it? Okay.
Yeah, and Darren started there in high school, so.
Got it.
that's our-
Okay. So, all right, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
he had taken on a position in his high school years, and then became so close with the owner, he bought it from him.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that.
No, it
and
was perfect.
And there's only one, right? That's not a franchise.
It was a franchise. There was a few of them sprinkled around, but now we're the last ones.
Amazing. The
Yeah.
last one standing. I'm not shocked. That's awesome. I know I walked in there and we all immediately connected over fitness. Well, my Great Danes are a great lead-in
Yeah.
anyway, so everyone loves them, and so we connected over that. Obviously, you guys have a love of animals.
Oh,
And how many pets do you guys have? Because on top of everything else
I don't know if I
you do,
should say.
you guys have a menagerie.
We've got 5 chickens,
Amazing.
2 cats, and 2 dogs. That's not bad.
Well, no, that's not bad at all. But I mean, yeah, wow. I'm not shocked that you have a menagerie.
Yeah.
That's
I'd have a whole farm, but
Yeah. Yes, you were. I saw one of your posts the other day about your chickens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys do fresh eggs and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff. Amazing.
Yeah.
There's nothing
I love
beats
all the
fresh
different
eggs.
colored eggs. I want one of every color.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now, how long have you guys owned Marketplace for?
6 years.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And super local. And tell our listeners where that's located at.
Right around the corner from here. We're on Dixie Highway.
Okay, perfect. And Clarkston, that's Clarkston
Yeah.
still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything gets funny when you get, it's Clarkston, it's Independence, it's
Yeah.
the
Right,
Village.
yeah,
Yeah,
weird.
There's like 4, but it's all the same
Yeah.
place. 4 different names for the same place.
Yeah.
Yes, amazing. So, obviously, animal lovers. And what are some of the interesting experiences that come up with being a pet store owner? I'm sure you guys have.
Just the people.
Yeah.
And I've had just interacting with people.
Yeah, it's a unique experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just as unique as the Arm Wrestling Network, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Just all kinds of walks of life coming in. Yeah.
But I love when they bring their animals in too. We've had some like weird animals come
Yeah.
in that you wouldn't think would be.
But all the creatures are welcome.
Yeah, oh, totally,
Someone comes
yeah.
in with a turtle and a leash.
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say, is it on a leash or they're just carrying their turtle? How does that work?
Too funny. So, what would you guys say to encourage somebody to get into the Arm Wrestling Network? What are like some of the positive things you'd say about that community that where someone might find their start in entering in?
I'd say the people first. There's like all different kinds of people, and you all come
All walks
together
of
for
life.
yep, and you come together for
And
the
everyone's welcome. You don't
Yeah.
have to be like super strong or any experience. You know, everybody's willing to teach you the ropes and work with you and tell you what to work on. And
Everyone's kind of just mentoring each other, and learning.
we got from young to 70.
Yeah.
Wow, 70?
Yeah.
Holy
And
smokes.
just starting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just started.
This
like a
reminds me
year
of
ago.
the jiu-jitsu community, to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
because it's just like that. I was crazy about the jiu-jitsu community when I first started, because I was so intimidated when I first looked at schools, because I courted like 3 different schools. The first school I courted, it was like ultimate street fighting right off the rip, and I was like, I'm like 45.
Right.
At that time, I think I was like, I don't know, I'm 47 now, but I've been doing it for about 3 years, and I was like, yeah, I don't heal like I used to, and I don't want to start off the rip, with an injury. So that school wasn't for me. And then I looked at another school, which was kind of the same. And then the third school I looked at, it was like training from the ground up. And that resonated with me. I was like,
Yeah.
I need that because I want to learn the ropes first, because I want to get good at what I'm doing, like from the ground up, not start in reverse.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm
that-
sure it'd be intimidating too to go in somewhere not being experienced
Right.
and all these people are
Yeah, because there's
Ninjas.
rules and a process, and it's just like arm wrestling. There's a process, like it's deeper than people think, probably.
oh yeah.
totally.
Yeah, there's more mechanics that go into it, and a lot of ins and outs. And I think that you got to look at all those things. And so, like if someone's courting the Arm Wrestling Network, I'm sure there's many chapters that are similar to what you guys have going on, but I bet the culture is not the same in every community.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just much
Absolutely.
is life.
Right.
A lot of people don't even know it's a real sport.
Right.
Like you say arm wrestling and they think like lunch table.
Yeah, right.
Like over the top movie Lincoln Hawk, but
I think it's
There's-
cool. Yeah.
it's a real sport.
It is a real sport. I
And
think
I learned stuff still like well, I'm almost 3 years into it, and every practice, I'm always still learning. There's so much more
Takeaways.
to it
Yeah.
than what you would think.
I thought that about jujitsu too. It's a lot deeper, like I said, than people think, and there's more that goes into your mindset. Like you said, there's a takeaway every time you go and you do something, or every experience that you have, and then you have the competition factor, which is healthy, and you're taking away like the belts and the trophies. Your the last photo you posted, you had 2 huge trophies. Was that from the same event?
It was from the same event. Yeah, I pulled the lightweight class and the heavyweight class and got first. I only did right arm. My left arm's been injured for a while. That's what hurts through the drive-through. When you guys were
Yes.
talking, I was like, yeah. But so yeah, I ended up winning both of those because Kelly wasn't there. And, but yeah, so it was fun.
Those trophies are huge. They're enormous. Or maybe you're so tiny. They look so big.
Yeah, that's right. They're really like 4 inches big. No.
That's cool though, but you're stacking them up because not only do you have those huge trophies, which are cool, each accolade I notice looks different and unique because you have everything from plaques to the WWE belts.
And there's medals.
Yeah, medals and all
gorilla.
that.
I was gonna say the gorillas are a big for the Michigan State Championship. The gorillas are the award. There are gold, silver, and bronze gorillas. They're like this big. They're
16
heavy.
pounds.
Is that the
Yeah.
coveted award? Like, is that the one?
Yeah,
I
so
was
a lot of people even from other states like want to come to Michigan and get a gorilla.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
It's
So
like
that's the one you want.
yeah, like it's way up there. Yeah.
Now,
so-
how long before Kelly has one?
She already.
You already have one? That's awesome.
I've got one in every color.
Bravo.
I have 2
Congratulations.
silver ones.
Amazing. You have them too?
Yeah,
Okay,
me
cool.
too.
So these are not things that you're aspiring to. You've already smoked those competitions. So yeah. Take notes, ladies. That's awesome. So we're going to have to get some pictures. You're going to have to send those off to us so we can put those in the episode. Yeah,
Absolutely.
cool. So you guys have, how many accolades are you up to now? Because every time I see your page, you have another one. I think
I'm
it's
like,
awesome.
I'm not really sure, but I know that I had to clear off more shelf space
Yeah.
when the last couple that I got, the big center things, like full of them now. And
Amazing.
yeah, so
I'm so
feeling
proud of
excited,
everything
so-
that you guys have accomplished. That's amazing. It's so
you.
good. You guys have you guys both set good examples too for your daughters. You guys both have daughters and
Abs-
yeah, setting role modeling and setting a good example for your girls. I think that's huge. And you both have boys too. So how old is your boy?
My boy's 7.
Yeah, he's 7 now. So that's what, 2nd grade?
Yeah,
3rd?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super into education. He loves to learn, so he's doing a lot higher levels. And I'm homeschooling, so that's one of the nice things about that. You can go up as high as we need. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
And I know he's pretty smart too because you say you learn from him all the time. He's teaching you new things. I think it's
super
adorable.
smart.
yeah, he is
Yes.
super smart. And it was funny though when I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a boy, and I was like, football and motocross. And I was so ready for this. And
Yes.
I'm totally fine with it, but I don't see that in the future.
Yes.
Really. But I'm having a blast. We're learning Spanish right now.
Amazing. That is so cool.
I'm learning it with him. So I
Yeah,
mean,
so he's teaching you new things
Yeah.
and broadening your horizons. I
Yes.
love that.
Abs-
Yeah, parenting, it's an interesting leap because you never really know what you're going to get. You have your idea of what you think it's going to be like, and then, you know, if you think you want a boy and then you get a girl, like all my buddies are girl dads now, like our buddy Jesse,
Yeah.
Jesse Kessler, our mutual friend, yeah, he's a girl dad now. And so I think it's fun watching all my guy friends become girl dads and they're into it.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like they're invested. They
They're all
want to.
just each kid is just their own little person.
Yeah.
Even if you
They're
have
so
2
different.
girls, yeah, they're just
Yep, everyone's got a different person. Some girls are sporty, some girls are, you know, more girly. Yeah, I think it's interesting, and it's definitely refreshing to see good parenting happening in the community because it seems either one way or the other right now, and it's very drastic.
yeah,
You know what
not
I
a
mean?
lot in the middle.
Yeah, I think that you guys are setting a great example for the community as community builders. I think it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you guys in the studio today. I can't wait to do a photo shoot.
That'll be
And
fun.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. And the cold plunges too. I challenge you both, and I will supply you with a portable cold plunge too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yes.
practice it. So
Turn that knob not cold in the shower.
Power.
I do got an in-ground pool that's getting
Yeah.
cold, so I
Amazing.
can just start jumping in that.
Yeah, I did not get my pool in this summer. I wanted to, and I just knew like the construction biz is so far back that like I knew it would be more setback than forward if I did that. So I parked it.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're right here, aren't you?
Well, that's my studio house.
Okay.
So that house around the corner, I'll have to have you guys over there.
I was gonna say the village would pay you a
Yeah.
real hard time.
I don't mess with that anymore because I don't have a historic home, but I start the historic district.
Yeah.
And they want to start, I have like a 50s home. So, but it's peppered in with all the $1 million historic homes. So it's a unique location. The location's fantastic. It's great for business here. I love the community, but it's not ideal for me to live there. So it's more of a house to a landing pad like my parents are in town. So like I'll stash them there, and I moved north. 15 minutes north. So I'd love to have you guys up there because you both and your husbands, because I'm turning that into like a little training ground. I have over an acre of property up there. So I kind of imagine this is what your place looks like. I'm going to end up, you guys are going to rub off on me, and I'm going to have chickens, and I'm going to be connected to the pet store, to the marketplace
should
pet
have
supplies.
chickens.
Exactly.
Right, and you fought for your chickens.
I did. I fought the township. Yeah.
Oh, you had to fight for that?
Oh, I had to change the ordinance.
You're kidding me.
No.
Yeah, it was
2 years.
To have chickens. Wow, interesting. In the historic district, my neighbor has roosters.
They're allowed to.
Interesting.
In the village where everybody's right next to each other.
How is that possible?
I
How
know.
can I not have vinyl windows on my non-historic home, but my neighbor can have a rooster that clucks at 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
That's crazy. So what did that process look like? You got the chickens and then you were told you couldn't have them?
Yeah, I got a letter saying we had to get rid of them. So many, many meetings. And then it finally took a petition, and that got the ball rolling.
Okay, so you had to get your community to sign a petition to back you to keep the
To
chickens.
change the ordinance.
To change the ordinance. Okay, what did
And
that
then
look
it's like
like?
2 boards you got to go through, and they meet once a month. So it's
Oh, I
it's
know
a-
how
it's
it
a
all
long
goes
process,
because I'm in
yeah.
the historic district. We have more in common than I realize.
Yeah.
So how do you keep your mental health in tip-top condition to deal with those folks? Because that's a special breed of person that
add
wants
some
to shut you
whiskey
down.
to my-
Yeah.
Drink through it.
Yes. Well, that's what all that stuff led me to jujitsu because I thought I might
relief.
have to fuck some folks up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, right.
I remember that, like, just catching bits and pieces that you went through some things.
oh
with,
yeah, they're a nightmare. It led to me kicking in the town hall door. Like I literally, with a street sign over my head, walked down the hill to the what do you call it, the town hall.
Yeah.
Boom, kicked open the town hall door, threw the sign in, and then like squared off nose to nose with the town hall guy in the parking lot. And I was like, this is where I'm at right now. And so like, and then I dialed it back and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I don't even operate myself like this. This is where you have
Right,
me.
like they
That's
push it that
wrong.
far. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I think that it's petty, but I'm glad that you got your,
That's what it takes.
Yeah,
they,
it
they
does.
won't do it unless you.
and I just wanted like appropriate signage around the place because you know that woman drove her truck through my house.
I
You
saw
remember
that, yeah.
Yes. And so like right where that house is, there's a crosswalk. Little kids walk by there every day. Like
There's a park right there.
there's a
yeah.
park right there. So to get to the park, you have to pass my house and you have to go through that crosswalk. Well, that's where the woman drove through. The crosswalk took out all those signs, and I watch all the toddlers in town cross right there every day.
this
And I'm
gave
just
me
like, this is
goosebumps.
not
Yeah.
safe. And so I think that it's awful that someone will have to be injured or worse to make something happen.
to happen,
So I'm
yeah.
glad that, I know that we're talking about chickens on this
Mm-hmm.
end, but I mean, like, you should be able to have that, you
Yeah.
know. I think that wow. Just the levels that people will go to prevent you from, just living your life. You want eggs.
I know.
You want to
Right.
eat
Yeah.
eggs organically.
It tastes way better than
Yeah,
Kroger
they
eggs.
do. Right. Now that I know that you have those,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
bring
going to be a
some
good
in.
customer.
Yeah.
I love that. So, I'm looking forward to reconnecting again. And so the Arm Wrestling Network is called 2S4U on Facebook. And
Yes.
then is there an Instagram too?
No.
No. Okay. We're going to have to get you guys one of those.
I'm not in it.
And I know that good for you, by the way. I have a studio, so I have to be.
Yeah.
But is Marketplace Pet Supplies on Facebook?
Just Facebook.
Just
yeah.
Facebook. Okay, got it. So if you guys want to find Marketplace
It's just
Pet
like
Supplies.
me sharing dumb memes, but
Yeah. Well, you know what? My assistant Maria over here, she happens
your
to
job.
live for memes. Yes. She lives for that. So maybe you guys can bond over this one day. But that's perfect. And then Brandy, you're on Facebook too. If anybody wants to give Brandy a follow, it's Brandy Bell Robinson on Facebook.
Yep.
And
And I
then-
make shirts for the arm wrestling community and jerseys and do custom orders and flyers and designs. So kind
Awesome.
of like crafty and do a lot of the stuff you see out there.
You do some screen printing stuff?
Yeah, I actually I don't actually do screen printing, but yeah, I do DT.
Vinyl.
Yeah, I can say DTF a lot of times too. The direct to film. So I can
Okay.
pretty much take any image and put it on something.
Really?
Make
I
it,
have
like,
some
print
projects
ready.
for you.
Yeah,
then. I
yeah.
literally
All right,
do.
yeah.
I have a stack of projects just
Alright,
waiting
yeah,
for
hit
you.
me up. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, and I
That's
do
awesome.
custom orders and work. There's lots of options and it's more personal. Than,
Do you have a website for that or
No.
Okay, so they would just reach out to you via Messenger on
Yeah.
Facebook. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then you should set up like an Etsy shop or something like that.
I know. I've thought about it, but I keep pretty busy.
You have a lot going on.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I think I might feel overwhelmed if,
Yeah.
I like being in control of my orders and what I take in and,
Good point. Managing your
so,
mental health because with
yes.
your luck and I know your gene pool, so you'll take it to the next level and that business will blow up.
Right.
And then,
Like-
right? You'll be winning all your belts and, trophies.
then I can hire people,
Yeah, right. Exactly. Maria's on loan. She's going to start your Etsy shop. And so, Kelly, you would be, is it Kelly Marie Bills?
Yeah, it is.
On Facebook. If anybody wants to reach out to you for potentially joining the Arm Wrestling Network.
Yeah, let's get more ladies.
Yeah.
all the ladies.
And how
all of them.
many ladies are in the network right now?
Our club,
Yeah, I'm like,
8-ish.
yeah, I'm right about
Yeah.
that.
How many people are you guys looking to build that to?
As many as we can.
As many as you
Yeah.
can. Okay, so there's no cap.
Yeah, no
Awesome.
cap at all.
Yeah, that's amazing.
The more
yeah.
the merrier.
I love that I'm having you ladies on because, like we talked about, probably people don't even realize that this community exists and that it's a
I had
real
no
sport.
clue.
Yeah. Yeah, I can think of a few people I'd recommend to that network, even in the jiu-jitsu community.
Yeah.
They might be interested in that. Have you guys ever tried jiu-jitsu?
No.
I bet you guys would both excel at jiu-jitsu.
I think I would like it.
Yeah.
My brother was a wrestler, and then as he got older, switched to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, we have a lot of wrestlers in the jiu-jitsu network.
Mm-hmm.
They excel. They do really well. I had the women's empowerment instructor from the school I was training at come and train my female employees on just distance management and what to do if, like, in the workplace, if someone's
something.
approached you.
Yeah.
Because during COVID, everything got so crazy. You're a business owner,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It was like I just had people coming in here with hot tempers, and like they would come in, like men would come in while I had female employees in the space, and while I wasn't here, and I was like, okay, this is not good. So I wanted to help them feel safe by giving them the distance management training and like how to de-escalate in a situation with having a few jujitsu tools under their belt. And then I bought everybody tasers. I just bought I bought Maria a taser. She practices on her husband at home. I'm like, I need you to pepper spray your husband Neil and tase him just to give the audience a feel for what it's like. We're gonna film that. We'll set up the jujitsu mats here in the studio. We'll have a practice day. I feel like while Darren's healing his right bicep, he might need some things to do. We want to keep him active and busy so we can maybe tase him.
I volunteered
Yeah,
him.
perfect. That would be amazing.
I feel like he would just stand there like,
I know.
is it on yet?
That's why I said Darren and Neil both, because I feel like it won't phase them at all.
Right.
They'll just get tased in the face and stand there like, I'm waiting for it. That's awesome. So, okay, so those Facebook profiles, and let's see, where else do we want to hit? We got Marketplace Pet Supplies, 2S for you, and elaborate on what 2S for you stands for.
It stands for Too Strong for You.
That's right.
Right.
Too strong for your competitors.
Yeah, we named the club when it was just the 5 of us starting out, just messing around. I made my first logo, which was the logo for it. Didn't
Yeah.
know what I was doing at all. And It just
Now it's everywhere.
Yeah, now it's all over the place.
Well, it's a great tank top because it's in the promo photo that I put on Facebook, on social media, and Instagram today. That's what's on your tank top. Yeah, I didn't make the connection until we started talking about it. That's awesome. You do good work, so yeah, I definitely can throw some work your way. I have some great ideas.
Awesome.
It'd be a good collaboration. Well, ladies, I've had a great time today. Thank you so much for coming out. I can't wait to have you guys back, and we're gonna have to get that photo shoot on the books for some amazing photos and how you guys trained for your events. I think that'd be great.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
thank
I'd love to bring Maria, my assistant, out to one of the networking events where you guys have action going on. We'll get some film, maybe get Maria in the network.
Yeah, do it.
We'll get you on the
train
table.
ya.
That's right. Yeah, she needs training. I'll get her the dumbbells. She'll bring the taser. She'll have to tase her first few competitors to get the
Whatever
title.
it takes,
Yes. Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys. So for more Inner Circle on Air, follow us on the YouTube channel at The Inner Circle on Air. For more with Kelly and Brandy, follow their Facebook profiles. And that's a wrap.